Hi, I'm Joe Siegel, and we're here in the dead end where I live with my wife Teresa. We've been here since the 80s. This dead end is known as the Lane to people who have lived in Lincolnville for a while. And a number of years ago, the house at the end of the street was sort of abandoned by the family that had lived there and was slated for demolition. So Teresa and I are both very active in historic preservation, and we thought no one else would save this house but us, so we bought it. That was about 7 years ago, and it's been a challenging project, but a very rewarding one too. There weren't a lot of salvageable materials from the house since it was in such bad shape, but we were able to reuse the bricks from the original piers and made new piers that are filled with concrete and have tie downs for hurricanes and rebar. And all the way at the top there, those smaller pickets are called spandrels, and the very top ones were in okay shape because they were under the eaves there. Some of the brackets were in good shape, but I had to use one of them as a template and make new ones. The view from the street, I think, is the most important, so that's where I try to use as many of the original materials as possible. But as we get to the side of the house, you can see there's new wood siding. It's a different profile and a different texture. Some people ask me why I would not just knock this building down and build one that looks like it. I think when you have some original material and use it as an anchor point, it adds authenticity to the project. On the back porch are sections that were salvaged from the original columns from the porch. Most of them were termite eaten, but I did want to have some small representation of the originals. The front door of the house is an old heart pine door that my neighbor found in Georgia, and he thought it would fit well with the house since it's so tall, and it does. I've had a lot of people donate materials and expertise to this project, and I think everyone in the neighborhood is pretty excited that this house has been saved. This is actually my favorite part of the house. This is a great spot to drink coffee in the morning or have a beer in the afternoon. There's always a nice breeze up here. When we got the house, it was in such bad shape that you couldn't walk on these porches out here. It was a dangerous place, and it was one of the first things that had to actually be removed from the house. So you can get a better look at the original spandrels here, and this is one of the original brackets. And having this material dictated what the size of all the other details would be. I think the most satisfying part of this project is hearing the reaction of relatives of the family that lived here when they come and see the progress on the place, and longtime residents of Lincolnville who know that this was a special house. And Lincolnville has been a big part of my life. So in a way, I feel like I'm giving back to the community that's been so important to me for so many years.